morning, Martha, Director, Martha Academy, Namamukono. Because of the time, it's already 7:15. It's 7:15. Because I also want to buy Chibo. At the main, I get Good morning, Martin. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Market Tuesday, and we are going to learn about segment. Can you help me with your phone? But I don't even know what the number phone is. I'm okay. I hope you're doing good too. Go internet. You put the Wi-Fi. Are you Nyende? But yesterday was okay. You Google. Good morning, Caris. Good morning, Adam. Edda. In marketing, STP in marketing. Segmentation, targeting, and something else. Yes, thank you. So I hope you guys are doing well. Today, as you guys, if I see you, as you guys have learned to market your products and services to us, I'm going to introduce something to you that is called segmentation. And well, segmentation is a very important aspect of any business marketing process. MTN has done this, Coca-Cola has done this, Pepsi has done this, Thingy, Plascon has done this. All these big brands have done segmentation, and that's why they are surviving. That's why they're the biggest in the market. What they did is they did their segmentation perfectly, and yeah. I should buy one bottle because one bottle has to be for the studio, then one bottle has to be for office. I make good a bottle of and I'm stuck with them at office. Because then I have to take them. I can buy one of the bottles when I'm coming back. She did not? You sure? You did not? So what are you going to do? This is the supermarket. You should do that. What? Buy the big one. The small one. Two small ones. Okay guys, mumpe just kamina tikamuka mufune wana amazi. Abantu boko office baleme kundya. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm back. Muro. Come here, Muro, Muro, Muro. Come here, Muro. Come here, Muro. Come here, Muro. Brian. Wano wakulira Antonio. This guys, gana amazo soro tambule Kampala ne gakubula. Ate nabo babadde basigazaawo botemu. Ekyo kibalaga. You see, what I'm talking about segmentation, it's good that you see me buy that water. You see that bottle, it's 20 liters, and I buy it at 7,000. I used to buy it at 6,000. The first time you buy this bottle, you buy it at 40. I think 40. For us that bought it the very first time, we bought it 30,000, but now I think it's 45 or 50. And these guys have properly segmented their target market. Of course, they have two types of the bottles. They have the bottle which doesn't have a tap. Now that's the bottle for the guys that say I need a dispenser and all. And then they have this one that I've just bought. Good morning, Harris. Caris. And these two bottles are made for two different people. Are you sure? At office I don't have a dispenser, so I use the one that has a tap. So today we are going to be covering STP. You guys, have you seen my rosary? Brian, ndimu katuli choli oweda. Yeah. I'm always amused by the guys that have these very big rosaries and then they put them around everything. Guy has a suit and then they put the big rosary around. Yeah. Majority of them are evil. Majority of the guys that have these big rosaries, man, they just hide behind the rosary. They put on the rosary naenga ha. But anyway, so Market Tuesday, if you have a product or service that you would like to, good morning Bashir, you have a product that, Jason, you have a product that you would like to sell to us or a service, this is your time to tell us what product, what service, how much, where do we find it, do you do deliveries, and then don't forget to include your contact information. It doesn't matter where you're marketing at, always include your contact information. So you see the water that I just bought, that's a pure example of segmentation. Okay, ngabo tulinda mwaba marketing ebintu bya mwenze kansoke marketing. I'm a marketing professional. I believe I'm very good at what I do. And I offer my services to small business owners, okay, even big business owners. It's just that big business owners have a lot of terms and conditions which sometimes I've failed to work with. Small business owners, I can work with them and still do my other things. So I work with business owners to make sure that you have a proper marketing system in place. By the way, maziga vanilla. Ante buvera babuwera. Bawira obuvera. And I think those guys did not evolve, but they did not have the capital to evolve. Because abantu abakolanga amaziga vanilla babanga ba low capital. And I think government were aware amaziga ombuvera, they could not raise the capital to kind of evolve to start making bottled water. Then they were the pot water. Anyway, I help businesses streamline their marketing processes to make sure that you have a sustainable. When I talk about sustainable, is you want to be able to sustain the number of customers that come, and you want to be able to serve all of them, because you don't want to be one of those businesses that are known in 1 year you're everywhere, and then after that year you are nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be heard of. So that's what we call sustainable, something that you can actually manage as a business. Yeah. So away from that, I charge 100,000 per hour for consultations, and then for the other services like digital marketing, marketing planning, digital marketing planning, customer service trainings, and then digital marketing trainings, then those we can actually negotiate. Yeah, but if you want to just consult and then go do your thing, 100,000 per hour. Yeah, and then I also help people buy cars. I do pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to buy a car and you would like to get help to make sure you get a good deal, to make sure that you're not cheated, to make sure you get a good car. I'm your man. I come with a mechanic to make sure that, and that service gives you 2 days. If in 2 days you don't get the car you want, majority of the time, if you don't get a car in the first day, chances are high that in the second day we won't. The reason why I did 2 days is because there's one of you guys here who disturbed me a lot. I like I na send this Gura Moroka. Ochitegera. Nansumbwa, we spent 3 days looking for a car. Ngabuli Moroka jetumulaga. Afuna akasonga akajigoba. Paka bwe namugambo manyi onnemyenga sente ze ziwedde nawo ze yampa. So I decided I'll limit it to 2 days. But all the people that we have helped buy cars, we buy it in 1 day. In fact, if we don't buy the car in the first day, we buy the car we saw yesterday tomorrow. So you get what I'm saying. So if you want to get an extra day, you pay 200,000 for each of those days, that each extra day. And if we see cars and later on you realize there is a broker that is showing you a car, I charge 200,000 extra for that. Why? Because brokers are disturbers. So we end up being disturbed for nothing. Yeah, I've seen that in experience. Yeah, I also sell car trackers. So if you have a car, your car is your asset. You buy a car 20 million shillings, and then the only security you have is a key. Come on, take a mood tracker so that you can see your car in real time, where it is, where they are driving it at, what speed they are driving at, and then you can also be able to turn off the engine of your car. You can also turn off the engine of your car using your mobile phone. Gamba, remotely. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be in Masaka and the car is in Hoima. You just press the button and the engine turns off. So that gives you a lot of security, that nobody can actually just take your car without your permission, and they keep taking it. So because you invested a lot of money in your car, you should be able to track it. You should be able to get it in case it's stolen. And what the tracker gives you at least 3 hours to recover your car without involving police and all. And if you involve police, because of yeah, so that's what I do. But currently you guys are not in my target market, and this is why I tell you it's very good to segment your market. No man, this market mbawachino, this market mbawachino, so I'll market to them like this. Mukatemba Ankoda, and I have customers, but you guys are not my customers currently. When I create a product that you can consume, I'll definitely tell you. Yeah, but I was a Katemba person first before marketing, and Bionabona, by the way, Bionambi professional training. That's why I'm really good at what I do. I'm also passionate about them. Really passionate about. I think that also contributes to how good the person can be if they are passionate, and on top of that they have some theoretical training, and then they have practice, they have practical experience. So that's what I do. I've marketed myself. I hope you too can get a chance to write in the comments and tell us what you do and how we can support your business. Yeah. Morning Mavo Gadgets. Yeah, it's been a while. I hope you're doing good. Abdul Rahim Kasita. So today we're going to learn about a concept called segmentation, and it's very important to segment your market because drone ogiraba oba yatomedde muti oba yatomedde lole kubasira ba omulokandala gye yatomedde wano ayinza oba yavudde ku bbala. Yeah, even the glass is broken. So you guys, segmentation in marketing, there's something that we call STP, segmentation, targeting and positioning. Okay, and then before you position your product, services or company, you need to have a clear segment of market that you want to sell your kind of products to. You need to the market is wide. You get is any munakatemba atenyo nyo.
Like if you walk out from that, walk out that way, walk out.
Yes, the tracker can work on that as well. Yes, it can. So segmentation is the first process when you're trying to find the proper position for your business, the proper position for your service in the market, or the proper position for your products. It's You're already late. So before you need to understand that there is no business that got overwhelming sales by accident. Of course, there are people that targeted the right segment by accident, but because they targeted the right segment by accident, they cannot sustain it. That's why I normally tell you, you need to create sustainable marketing systems, something you can sustain, something that you don't fall on by mistake. Yeah. When someone does what?
When someone knocks your car.
Yes. The police come. So there is Ebola. Over this is an old billboard that I hadn't seen. There is an Ebola billboard there after Shell. So segmentation. You don't want to fall into things by accident. You want to plan every step of your movement. It's important. This is a process that takes longer, but this is a process that you need. This is a process that you need for every business. Because when you segment your market properly, togenda kugurawo branches of business use alina plan. I'm sure you guys have seen people that often have, for example, I've seen a lot of electronic shops, abantu abatunda electronics, and you find that they open a branch in a place that where they actually don't have a market, where everyone can see that they are not going to make sales, but they open the branch anyway. And after their rent for 3 months gets done, they shift. Why? Because they did not do the key aspect, which is segmentation. I can tell you that businesses like I think Uganda Batteries and Nice House of Plastics have done a lot of segmentation, because it's only recently that Uganda Batteries has a branch here in Kawempe. Is it Bwaise? They have a branch in Bwaise, like a service center. You can buy batteries there. You can get your battery serviced for free. You can get, basically you can return a battery here at the Bwaise center. So it's important. Aban, I'm trying to do something here. Okay, you eat your things. So it's important that you try as much as possible to segment. Okay, let me try to make you understand what we mean segmenting. You know how you get a piece of cake and then you break it into pieces, and then you decide this piece is going to be for Martha, this piece is going to be for Emma, this piece is going to be for Antonio. So you're segmenting. Okay, now you know exactly the target market for these pieces of cake. You know that either Emma eats a lot, or Antonio eats a lot, and Martha eats little. So when you're cutting this small cake, you know kano cake akatono kankasale nkawereze Martha ali ekitono, kino ekinene kankisale nkiwereze Antonio ali ekinene. Yeah, so you're segmenting. So that's how segmenting in market works. If you haven't heard, Coca-Cola was never made for kids. So your kids are not supposed to take Coca-Cola. They don't make it clear, but that's the reason why when they are marketing, even when they are marketing their products on TV Family Days, they have a bottle of Fanta on the table and a bottle of Coca-Cola. And when they are marketing the Fanta brand, they have a lot of kids in their commercials. They are communicating this not directly, but they are telling you that, you know what, this brand is made for the young ones. Of course, even Coca-Cola is for young ones. Because Coca-Cola has apparently, and I'm not saying this concretely, apparently Coca-Cola is not made for the kids, not safe for the kids. That's why they have Fanta. And that's why even Pepsi has Mirinda. They have Mirinda Fruity and Mirinda Orange. And those are the kids, the brand for the kids. So this is them trying to segment. They went, and segmentation doesn't just come. You go to the market and research. You can either research online, you can research offline, go to the field and actually talk to people and find out what people want, and then you segment. Now there are brands that segment according to location. Okay, you can segment according to age. You can segment your couple ya Emma and Martha. Good morning, Salmin. Arthur, you really know how to get me out of Kamori. So you can segment based on demographics, like things like sex, women, men, age. Then you can segment based on location. Give me your phone. Where is the Google search? You open it and show me the Google. You can segment. You can segment based on. You can segment based on the income that people make. So basically, during segmentation, you're dividing the market into groups. Okay, you're dividing the market into groups that work for you, into groups that can help you sell more. For example, you can segment based on religion: Muslims, Catholics, okay, born agains, Anglicans. Then you can segment based on education levels: abasoma n'abatasoma. Then you can segment based on work styles, business owners versus employed people. Then you can segment, you can target, for example, boda guys only. And once you segment your market and you clarify, I'm going to sell to only boda guys. Then you study the boda guys, their mannerisms, how they consume, how they buy, how much money they have, how much they want to buy versus how much they can actually buy. You segment where they stop, how they eat. Basically, when you create a product for a certain segment of the market, you ought to know that segment like the back of your palm. You ought to know them. If you're going to, for example, be targeting the pedestrians, commuters that walk, then you need to study them. What are their consumption habits? How much money do they have on them at all times? How much can they consume? Because those are two different things. Then you also want to know which other business is targeting these guys as well. And then, because when you find that out, then you're not only going to find out how to beat the competition, but you're going to find out how to better serve your target, your segment. I'll give you an example, which is the mother channel of whatever we do here. And then we have TikTok. TikTok is one channel that I had been really hesitant. I was really hesitant to get to. Why? Because when I looked at my plan, TikTok wasn't a segment that I wanted to get into, and I was right. TikTok has has a very, very active audience, growing constantly. It's growing. I think on a daily I get about 500 followers, which ideally is a good thing. Okay. However, what happens? The difference between TikTok and YouTube is that the people who YouTube, they are more civil, they are more analytical. Okay, and that's the kind of people on YouTube actually research. They research. The people on YouTube, when they disagree in a good way. And I've ended up by telling all these guys, you guys need to come to my podcast. The audience on TikTok, on the other hand, majority of them are not civil. When they disagree, they say ebisinga batandika na kuwemula. Mbwagwe tomanyi na byoyogera ulala researchinga. You get, that's how they start. There's one guy that came from TikTok. He was really abusive and I blocked him. I think he's a broker. So he came to YouTube, and his strategy was to go commenting on every comment I have on all my channels. When you disagree with Arthur, he blocks you. When you disagree with Arthur, he blocks you. When you disagree with Arthur, he blocks you. After doing that, he came to WhatsApp and he said, "Why did you block me? Why did you you block me. When people disagree with you, you block them. And I told him I don't deal with blackmail. And then I don't deal with you being violent in any way, either verbally violent or physically violent. And then I went and deleted all the negative comments from everywhere. So I did not block him on YouTube. So he spent like 3 days, and I think he decided, okay, I will come back to YouTube and cause trouble again. So he came again and did the same thing. And then that's when I decided to actually block him. So you realize that there is a difference and the only people I blocked on YouTube are those guys that used to post porn. You remember the guys that used to post porn on our live broadcasts? Yes. So that's the other person I've blocked. So you realize that there is a difference in markets. When you're trying to segment, you need to understand where is and how do you want to serve them. And when you understand that, then you'll serve your market properly. You'll give them exactly what they want. Watch, take it. I don't know if I make sense. I'm going to try and tackle a business that we are all familiar here. Martha Academy. Martha Academy is a preschool. Okay, is a preschool. However, before you actually decide to go full-blown marketing, the first thing you're going to need is do a segmentation of your market. Yes, I totally understand that majority of your people are coming from Namamukono and the surrounding areas, but you will need to segment them a little further, okay? And then decide on which segment or which combination of segments are you going to actually target, because the process goes like you segment, okay? But you segment the market, you divide the market into groups of people, okay? And then you target specific or a specific group. You don't need to target multiple groups, because targeting multiple groups means you're going to need to have a budget, and not a small budget at that. You're going to need to have a budget, and you're going to need to have a budget to target these people properly. You're going to need to have a budget to target these people the right way. For example, having two segments of society that you're targeting. For example, it's very hard for you to target the people in Katanga and also target the people in Muyenga. Those are two different segments that require two different things. The rich community in Muyenga, okay, the rich community, because I remember when we were in school, Muyenga is dubbed to be a community of rich people. However, for Victoria, Emitiana Jenasomera Kubasari, Abana be Muyenga Baba Tiranga Mutaxi, Raubari Kubasari Ngafi. So I have a different perception of that, of the Muyenga community. But apparently, the Muyenga community is a community of the rich people. So let's take it like that. So if you're going to be targeting the Muyenga community as well as the Katanga community, you need to understand what do the Katanga community want, what do the Muyenga people want, and that takes research, by the way. And then as you're developing your products or services, then you develop those products and services for the Muyenga community, and then you have another package for the Katanga community. Now, what does that mean? That means branding, packaging. Ebintu bina kuba byanjawulo ate nnyo. Ontegeera bina kuba byanjawulo nnyo. Nti box ya flat iron, you have a flat iron that you're trying to sell to people, okay? Now, if you're selling the flat iron to both communities, Muyenga community and the Katanga community, you realize that the Katanga community doesn't care about things like warranty. They don't care about things like how nice the design is, as long as they get a flat iron. So once you understand that, then you go to Muyenga. The Muyenga people are going to ask you, what time do I have for warranty? Then do you have guarantee? And then they'll ask you like, okay, do you deliver at home? The Muyenga community has a lot of demands. This might call for you increasing the price. A flat iron that is 30, you may end up selling it 55, because this guy is going to ask you for warranty, which is extra risk for you. This person is going to ask you for delivery, which is also risk for you. And then the Muyenga community, still, you need to market to them better. You need to convince them that you're the best person to actually buy from. Yet the Katanga community, chances are high that as long as you have the flat iron near them and as cheap enough, they will buy from you. So they will not really care about the quality. They will not even care about the Muyenga guy takes the flat iron, they will bring it back. The Katanga guy, a flat iron, they will think it's their wiring that has a problem, so they will never bring it back. So you need to understand, as you're segmenting, you need to understand what segment of the market are you going to serve and what is special about them and why are you choosing them. Because if you choose the cheap segment of society, it will be very easy to serve, but it will also bring in very little income. I'm watching from Masaka. Yes, Joshua. Thank you, Donald. Muyenga of Wobulens, because we do have Muyenga. No, they were coming from Muyenga by the way, Salmin. But ngababa leta taxes abangezo ngazijudde abana abiri mu bana, and we were the same level. Nali ku basari ngasasula emitwalo abiri mu 14 mu Kisulo naye nga nabo basasula 14 ate nga fenna batugoba fees. So which Muyenga were they coming from? Nze nawe. But they were coming from Muyenga of town, because baine swaga nga siri Muyenga weru. Swaga libaina wili Muyenga wo mu kibuga. But we were all struggling the same. But for now, we'll take that Muyenga is for rich people and then Katanga is for the poor people. But I hope you understand the importance of segmenting the market. You cannot serve the entire country. God knows, you cannot even serve the entire Kampala. So you need to segment a market, get a segment of the market that you can properly serve, that can help your business survive. Of course, I'll tell you that going to TikTok has grown for the love of curves on YouTube. The community here has grown because I went to TikTok. But you know why? Because there is a community that there are people that are on TikTok because they have no platform to go to on YouTube. They have no community to join on YouTube, and when they saw on TikTok, they actually joined here. I'm sure that's how some of you guys that came from TikTok are on this live broadcast, because well, you find that it's even more beneficial to be part of the YouTube community. So you get that you segment. On TikTok, I don't even share my number. I just give them videos. Because TikTok has a different purpose in my marketing strategy. TikTok is simply to create awareness for this channel and my website. So on TikTok, anybody wants my contact, go to YouTube. So that's how I've planned it out, and it's very clear. I don't even answer messages on TikTok, because on TikTok there is a video that says if you want any of my services, go to my YouTube channel. And that's how it is. It looks like it's a little ruthless, it looks like it's a little arrogant, but that's my strategy, and I'm not going to change it no matter what. Because a person on TikTok that really wants to talk to Arthur will be able to go to YouTube, watch his videos, and also find his contact there. So that's how you segment. Yes, there are people on TikTok that are serious as you, that have as much money as you. But if there is anyone on TikTok that takes the what do they call it, the counsel I give them on TikTok seriously, they'll definitely come to YouTube. I don't know if I make sense. Thank you, Alan. Nendo za Alan nawe katolaba what refinement okuva ku TikTok no jawano. You spend a little more money than the people on TikTok to actually watch the content that I give you here. And I'm totally sure that when you're part of this broadcast, you gain more. Every time you have TikTok on bantu banjawulo ojagenda okwesanga comments that we get from here and the information that we share from here is actually something that you would need. Comment zibuze nange. I totally don't know. Let me see if I do that, and then comments are lost. I don't know why. Yeah, so I can't read comments, but I'm thinking they will come back. So I hope you get what we mean by segmentation. You need to get a section, the bigger picture. Let's say Uganda has 45 million Ugandans. There is no way in hell you're going to serve all those 45 million Ugandans, because trust me, even the government doesn't serve 45 million Ugandans. The government serves the segment they can serve for. What do you have to you muchalo nga tebamanyi nani president? nga bamumanya mu campaign bwe zigwa ne beera ani yayiseemu. They don't know because they don't have radios, because they don't have cells, they don't have TVs because they don't have power. There's a time I was doing a project and we went deep down in the villages in Hoima, in Diantonde, Ochitegera. We went deep in Mobende there, deep down. We went there and my God, people survive. Those are the communities that sleep at 6 p.m. And I was asking myself, okay, in those places, Musange Kampala, you can go and hide in those places and no one will ever know. Those are the areas where people which you cannot serve. YouTube, even if you created a product in there are chances that they will not be your target market because there is no way to reach them. Those guys in those villages survive by the mercy of the NGOs. The NGOs go and survive free eye care, medical checkups. That's how they survive. They are too far. So that's why I'm saying you cannot serve the entire 45 million Ugandans, because even government finds it hard. I think government has a lot of resources, and you cannot take them because Uganda is wide. It's really big. Even MTN cannot serve the entire 45 million Ugandans. Katigongambo Tiantigo, you can create a product that will serve 45 million Ugandans. That's too far. It's not good. It wasn't there. Even the last time I bought me that made. Banangi. Comment zange zibuze bagayi. Comment zange zibuze, so I may not be able to read comments. Let me try to hide them. Comment zange zibuze. Anyway, so segmentation, because you cannot target a market that you have not understood properly. You cannot understand the market properly unless you segment and decide on a segment of that market. Kati, Olava Pride Microfinance. Pride Microfinance is dealing with a different market segment than different from what ABSA is dealing with. So ABSA Bank has their segment of the market, but also Pride Microfinance has their segment of the market. How do I know? Pride targets people that don't care if you charge them 45% interest. Those people don't care if you charge them 45%. Those people don't care if you charge them 45% interest. Katifeba Arthur, me, I'm not part of the target market, a Pride Microfinance, because I know that I can get a better rate. Whatever, even the 28 that even ABSA charges 28% is too much. Katugocho manya twaliwo omuntu agenda ne yewola million 10 nazayo 14 n'ekitundu oba 15 nga tafaayo. The goal is to get money. All those small microfinances, they charge a lot of interest, but people still go and get loans. Umunafuna loan nga charging 60% interest. So they get 1 million and they pay 1.6. And they keep getting loans over and over and over again. Abantu abasinga bali once, abantu abali mbutali, Kaleru, Simanya na Kasero. Loan is ebakolera mwezi abo butali. Loan is they pay more than 50% interest. And for them they have no problem because they don't know better. I don't know. They don't know better. Personally, I know that I should be getting about 10% interest because nothing about to send to fixed deposits. Tebakuwa send about 5%. So if they're giving me 5%, they should charge 10%. That's why for me to get a bank loan, that's why it's important for you to get networks of people in Gabo. So million tano. Nata kubuza binji nyo kubo musasura. Ate nawo kusasura amabanja. Namu abagende wa makanikanga ne mutamusasura andi bubi. Kende bambi musasule. Okitegeera kale muwenga yo mutwalo ku mobile money buli nakupaka bono mumalayo. Okitegeera ngamba Arthur abantu bote baagala kunsasula abantu because abawola yesize Arthur. osha nogenda nakanikira nakusigala nga kubanja yena olwa Arthur kati gonolekera okwata amasimu ge no mu block iya ne bantu mmwe. But anyway, eyo tuveyo. It's important for us to understand that you cannot target the entire market. You cannot serve all of them. Never bakuwe chalo chocho na chonna. You cannot serve all the people ku chalo. Wachitegeera, you cannot. Never kuwe chalo nga ky'abantu ebikumi bitano. You cannot serve all the 500. Ero jja kulonda mogambe netagaka abantu 100. Abantu 100 benetaga be baliwa. And that's how you segment. Then you find out the characteristics, what they have in common. Wachitegeera, because that's how you segment. You find out what things they have in common, and then you use that to target them. Then after you have segmented, then you target. Then you decide, this is the segment of the market that I'm going to what? This is a segment of the market that I'm going to offer my products and services. Ochitegeera. When you target properly, then you position your products or services. Ontegeera. First of all, you segment, divide the market into groups. Let's say kuchalo chaffe tuinako abantu 150, but of the 500 people on my chalo, 100 people are 25 years, between 25 to 35 years, and these are the people I want to sell my products to. So I will target that segment alone. Then you decide, you find out mubana abantu abali between the ages 25 to 35. What do they have in common that I can use, that I can use to get to them? Okay, thank you, Aban. What do they have in common that I can use to target them? Nogamba, for example, they went to Makerere University. 1, 2, they are all hustlers, buying about business to survive. And 3, they are men or they are women. And then you say, I'm going to use that. Or they have a family of. They have a family, and I'm going to use that to target them. You decide that you're going to use that information to target them. Now, when you decide which information you're going to use to target them, that's the information you use to package your marketing or sales pitch to them. Billboards, flyers, video marketing videos, and whichever information you're going to share with them when you go to meet them in the market. That's one way you decide, because you have decided in a segment. And then you decide which position your product has to take in the market. When Toyota is marketing a Land Cruiser, they are positioning it as an off-road vehicle. They're not positioning it as a town daily drive. So that's the position they want to take the Land Cruiser to take in the market. And when they are marketing a Paso, if they were to market the Paso, they would have marketed it as a car for the students and the very young corporates. So they would not market the Paso as an off-road vehicle, because that's not the position they want that product to take in the market. It's important for you to understand. But now you still have a comment. I don't know what to do for that. When I don't see comments, then I don't know what questions you're asking. I don't know what you people are trying to market. Basically, I'm not interacting with people. Let me try to go off and then try to come back on. Let me see. Still comments have not come. So let me try to summarize in Basibuli. I don't know why the network is doing that. This might be something to do with the YouTube app. This might actually not have to do with the network, because the network has connected properly, but the app might be misbehaving, and I've updated it several times this week. Anyway, so we have understood what segmentation is. Whichever business you are in, Katugeze Matha Academy, you need to segment that market. Ogambe nama mukono, we have corporates abakolera mu kibuga Kampala, okay, and they go to town every day. we have business owners abaina businesses munama mukono mwenyini. Okay, those are two different segments. There's a segment of people that go to town every day, then there's a segment of people that work within Mukono, then there's a segment of people that are abroad. So we have three segments that we're with. Okay, the segment of corporates that work in town Kampala, we have a segment of people that work in Mukono. Okay, then we have a segment of people that are not in Uganda. Which segment do you want to target? Okay, now if you want to target the segment of people that work in town, you have to have parking facilities or drive-through facilities. As someone is heading to work, they can drive through, drop their kids and go. Then you also have to make sure that your school is actually located in a place which can be easily accessed by the people that go to town. But having a location favoring that segment of the market, then you target a different segment of the market, probably the people that work in Mukono. The people that work in Mukono can wake up, prepare their kids, you have to have a school van. If you're not going to have school van services, then I will not know your segment of them. Then you look for a different segment of the market that doesn't need your school van. So whichever segment you're targeting, you need to make sure that you have all the resources to target them properly. To targeting a segment you're serving, because ogenda kubeera forced okulimba in your marketing message nti tukuwa kino nga tokibawa, tubawa swimming pool nga togibawa. Make sure that as you target a segment, you're going to be the best to serve them in the market. To targeting a segment nga oyina abakusinga. I don't know if I make sense. Don't target a segment where you will not be a winner. Only target a segment that you will be a winner. Then you will not actually have to struggle. You will not have to struggle to get to that market. You will not have to struggle to get to provide for that segment. So let me summarize. Whatever you're going to do as a business owner, you need to segment. After you segment, target one or several segments of that society, of that market that you have segmented, but make sure you can serve them properly, make sure you can reach them properly. And then after that, position your product in a way that doesn't compromise you or your customers. That's what we call the STP. You can Google it, know the best way for you to apply it in your business. Newo banga tunda segmentinga kitegeeza ogambolinga katekera kugambolinga banange. I wish you a very nice day. I cannot see comments at all. And that means I'm driving blind, and I don't want to drive blind. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and if you have any question related to what the topic I've had, I can answer them tomorrow in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:15. Ciao.